Peace, power, and prosperity, family. How we doing out there? Y'all already know what time it is. It's the Bitcoin Block Bully coming to you once again with the early rise of crypto update. We're going to be covering the connection between Kava, BNB, and the USDX stablecoin that is going to be able to be minted through the staking or collateralization of BNB. We've got a couple of articles to follow. And of course, I'm going to add my own commentary and try to iron out any type of wrinkles or things that may be hard to understand for individuals that aren't too in tune with the cryptocurrency space or with these platforms specifically. I'm going to try to, make it as easily as understandable as possible. So over the last couple of days, there's been a lot of excitement. Well, not even a lot of excitement. I'll say over the last 2 days. Last 2 days. But for those that are really in the space, though, Kava, which is a platform that is going to be operating in the same capacity of MakerDAO, which is a platform that allows for the collateralization of digital assets and the issuance of a DAI stablecoin, which is pegged 1-to-1 to the dollar, which allows individuals to operate on the Ethereum network with the stable currency instead of having to have their funds or their dollar value open to the fluctuation and volatility of the market. So what you have Kava doing is, instead of leaving all the collateralization to the Ethereum network, they've opened it up to whereas an individual can collateralize BNB token, XRP, Bitcoin, if I'm not mistaken. And they're working very closely tied with BNB. So we're going to get into this first article that is entitled "Earn the Highest BNB Yields with USDX Minting Rewards." And this information was actually released back in April. And it goes on to state that Kava lending platform, a Binance Launchpad project, which means that it was launched off of Binance as a startup, is offering BNB holders 3,848,000, interesting number, 3,848,000 Kava over the course of 52 weeks as rewards for staking BNB and minting USDX, the platform's USD pegged stablecoin backed by the world's largest cryptocurrencies. This article outlines the details of the USDX minting rewards program, how individuals can participate, and how it compares to other BNB yield products available to you. It goes on to state that to accelerate the creation and adoption of USDX, which is explaining what is USDX minting rewards for BNB holders. To accelerate that creation or the creation and adoption of USDX, the Kava lending platform, investors and community have just passed a vote creating a growth fund offering millions of USD value to fund USDX mentors. BNB holders are the first group of USDX mentors to receive these Kava growth funds. So how do you get access to USDX minting rewards? Simple. You stake your BNB as collateral and mint USDX on the Kava lending platform. Rewards will be automatically calculated and distributed to you every week. You can stake your BNB through one of the many wallets providing access to Kava. You have the flexibility to stop staking your BNB at any time with no extra fees. Below, they got a list of popular wallets that currently support the USDX minting. Coming in at number one of my personal favorites, the Trust Wallet, which is available on both Android and Apple. Next up, they have the Cosmos Station wallet, which is a Atom-based wallet, if I'm not mistaken. If you're not familiar with the currency Atom from the Cosmos platform. Next, they have the Frontier wallet, and then the Big Dipper. So how much yield could you earn on your BNB? It goes on to state that USDX minting rewards provides rich yields when you stake BNB and mint USDX on the Kava lending platform. Yields are variable and based on the total amount of staked BNB and USDX minted on Kava. There is no cap on the amount of BNB you can stake. Below is a list of annualized BNB yields based on the total amount of BNB staked and USDX minted in Kava. It assumes all BNB stakers mint the same ratio of USDX. If you mint more USDX, you will earn more. So if we're looking at the yields right now, total BNB, if you got 50,000 BNB, you'll get a annual return of 308%. 150,000 BNB, you'll get 103%. 500,000 BNB, you'll get 31%. If you have a million BNB, you'll get 15%. And if you have 2 million BNB, you'll get 8%. At lower total amounts of stake BNB, the annualized yields are exceptionally rich and become more modest as total staking levels increase, meaning that they are subject to change. For example, if you stake 1,000 BNB to mint USDX and the total amount of BNB staked is 150,000 BNB, then you will return a 103% yield on your BNB, or a 1,030 BNB value annualized return, which is 1,000 BNB times the 103% percentage, on top of your initial 1,000 BNB principal. So if you stake an additional 1,000 BNB, you will earn an additional approximate 1,030 BNB value annualized return on top of that principal as well. However, if you stake 1,000 BNB and the total amount of staked BNB is 500,000 BNB, then you'll only return a 31% yield on your BNB, or 310 BNB value annualized return, which is 1,000 BNB times 31% on top of your initial principal. With this demonstration, what this demonstrates is that BNB holders who stake BNB when the total amount of staked BNB is low will earn exceptionally higher yields than when the total amount of staked BNB is large. This can be thought of as a premium earned for being an early contributor to the network. As more BNB holders contribute, that premium diminishes. So, how to redeem your USDX minting rewards? Every Wednesday, which is the same. Hold on, let's read on. Every Wednesday at 1400 UTC. Remember, we're talking UTC time, Coordinated Universal Time. You have to figure out how that relates to each individual's time zone. I know in the Midwest and the Central Standard Time that the 24-hour day actually shifts over and changes at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So use that as a reference to figure out what UTC time is for you. So what will be 1400 UTC time for an individual in the Midwest, specifically in the Central Standard Time? That would be 9 a.m. That'd be 9 a.m. Weekly. USDX minting rewards are distributed and made available. In fact, let me see if that's correct. That means right now it is 14:41 a.m. Let's see. Should be 14:41 a.m. In UTC time, that is. I just want to check this real quick. See if we are correct. So yeah. Let me actually bring that over there. Bring this over on the screen that we're actually using, as I did use Google to do it. So if we paste this, we do see that it is coming up as being 2:41 p.m., which if you're not cutting the numbers off at 12, of course, two would be 1400 hours. So it's 14:41 p.m. right now, and it's 9:42 a.m. or 9:41 a.m. So that 1400 hour UTC would be 9 a.m. UTC time. I hope that was helpful for individuals. Now, distributions are calculated and released automatically in protocol. These are your weekly paydays, and depend only on the amount of BNB you stake to mint USDX and the total amount of stake BNB to mint USDX. The USDX rewards are opt-in only. You must redeem your rewards within a 2-week period after distributed, or they go back to the Kava Growth Fund pool. Rewards can be easily redeemed through any of the wallet providers listed above. Rewards are paid out in Kava tokens and have a 52-week transfer restriction. You can stake your rewards for extra yield. For more information on Kava staking, you'll see here. Interesting. For those that are involved with the SNX Synthetics Network platform, it is minting on the Minter platform as of right now. This may sound familiar to you, as they have, if not damn near the exact same setup. Anyway, still understandable as this space is growing. You know, you are going to see individuals piggyback off each other. So at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with that. Just so long as the code is tight, everything's been audited, you know, it should be a push forward for individuals that feel safe in putting funds into a project such as this. Now, Let me see for more information on staking yields. Okay, we'll probably do an update on that. How does USDX minting rewards compare to other BNB yield products? Let me see. Flexible savings. I'm not really worried about that. I just want the vital information. Who is the USDX minting rewards best for? So the USDX minting rewards work especially well for BNB holders who intend to use the Kava platform to increase their BNB exposure regardless, as they are simply earning extra yield on a product they would consume anyways. If you are a BNB holder who is on the fence, excuse me, then it is important to consider that the USDX minting rewards are variable based on the amount of staked BNB and USDX minted in Kava. However, the USDX minting rewards yields are considerably higher than BNB flexible savings in almost every scenario. If you are an active trader on Binance.com, then you may consider budgeting the amount of BNB to cover your respective VIP level to capture the discounted fees, and any remainder you can consider the cost benefit of participating in the USDX minting rewards. However, at lower total amounts of stake BNB, the richness in BNB yield may surpass any BNB yield product. And finally, it's worth noting that USDX minting rewards are locked for 52 weeks. As such, the return profile is best suited for BNB holders who are in a position where the high yields to yield liquidity trade-off makes sense. To be clear, this liquidity trade-off is only in yield generated from USDX minting rewards compared to other BNB yield products. The BNB staking is flexible, and you can unstake your BNB at any time with no extra fees. So now they're asking, why is Kava doing this? Well, they're stating that the Kava lending platform needs USDX to be created and used throughout the global financial system. With more USDX comes more integrations with wallets, exchanges, and financial services, getting USDX into the hands of as many users as possible. In short, the more USDX that is created and used, the more valuable for the platform. And this is almost as looking at as the startup of MakerDAO. This is interesting. To expedite the process of getting USDX out to the world, the Kava platform investors, community, and developers have voted to pass the value that is generated from the minting of USDX with BNB back to the BNB holders. The Kava community is passing the value directly to the BNB holders who are making it all possible. Let me see here. Yeah, that's a simple introduction to exactly what's going on with the whole minting process. Now, that's very interesting that they are following. For those that are familiar and those that may not, let me actually bring this up for individuals that are able to see this visually. For those that are not, I'm going to mentor.synthetics.io. That's MINTR.SYNTHETIX.io. And this is the platform where SNX holders are able to stake their SNX, mint synthetic United States dollars, and also get a weekly payout, which ironically enough is on Wednesdays, which is a payout reward, which is escrowed for 1 year from the time that you receive it, or claim it rather, because you do have to claim these rewards as well, much like the other system. And if you don't claim these rewards, they go right back into the synth pool. So real interesting, very interesting. Moving right along. Now they're saying that they're getting into the Mint USDX with your BNB using the Cosmos Station wallet. And this pretty much is probably going to be this is a tutorial on exactly how you would go about minting it. Let me see. I may just put links to this. Yeah, because I'm not going to do a full out tutorial. I'll do an actual tutorial on how to mint using the Cosmos Station wallet. I may also do one showing how to mint using the Frontier wallet. Of course, I'm going to do one showing how to use the Trust wallet, as I am already utilizing that wallet. Staking Kava as well. Now, announcing the Kava crypto payday. This was actually released on the 11th. And it says starting with testnet USDX, which ironically enough, this was the 11th. This was May 11th when this was announced. For those that do follow me on the IG, Chicago_crypto_block_bully, I actually released a it wasn't. I'm not going to call it a signal, more so than it was a heads up, trying to get individuals to use their head and think. What I did was simply posted a picture of a tea bag of Kava tea, which is a stress reliever tea, and just said, follow the clues, do your own research, and was just basically giving it a little toss up of, Kava is something that I'm interested in, and I'm not telling you exactly what it is, but if you use your mind and you understand that I'm into cryptocurrency, and okay, put this thing up of Kava, let me go just at least Google Kava and the word cryptocurrency, and it would have led the individual to a water hole. Now, if they would have drank from that water hole is 100% up to them. But it was done on the May 11th. And let's get into what they were stating with this, starting with the testnet USDX. It goes on to state to accelerate the creation of USDX. Okay, I think this is pretty much 2000 Kava. Yeah, they pretty much went over the same thing. The whole introduction. This is it broken down where they're talking about the crypto payday every Wednesday at 1400 UTC. Remember, UTC time. That's the most important thing you want to understand. Let me see. What is this? This is the same information, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, same exact information. So now if we go over and we look at the prices of, let's look at BNB and let's look at Kava and see exactly where they're trading at respectfully right now. Before things really get to taking off. Hex with an amazing bounce coming back to life right now. But let's see. Let's first take a look at BNB versus the US dollar. And coming in right now, not too much action from the news. Still stable at around $16.20. Consolidating as of right now, creating lower highs from the high of around the 30th of April, topping out at around $18.05, and then coming back down and hitting as low as $14.35. So right now, you're pretty much in a, if we use the channel, where is it? If we use the parallel channel, I'm pretty sure that what we'll see is that it's probably consolidating on the mid channel right now. Let me see, where is it though? Here we go. So if we get the parallel channel, there we go. Let's go inside real quick. Over some text. There we go. Let's get our middle line going. We'll get that there. And get our background. There we go. So yeah, for those that are able to see, what you have as a channel right now, support down here around 1490, resistance. Let's see. Resistance on BNB. We'll say topping out at around 1763. And then the mid channel coming in right smack dab where you're at right now, pretty much around 1620. So right now you are pretty much showing a level of support above that area. But if you break that, look for yourself to come back down, possibly touch areas around 1570. And below that around $15. Let me see now if we take a look now, utilizing the moving averages, and I want to do this quick. Let's add a MA with the EMA crossover. Let's go in here and actually switch the inputs around and change the moving average to a 21 and the exponential moving average to a 55-day. And then make these, there we go. Okay. So on the daily, what we have is pretty much resistance coming in from the 21, support coming in from the 55. Let me see. What do we got? What are the analytics here? 55 coming in at about 1609, 21 coming in around 1637. So you got a nice little wedge there where you really want to come back up on BNB and try to get above that $17.13 area. Anything below 16, roughly $16, you can probably come back down below around 1575, lower $15 area. Looking at Kava, a quick peek at Kava. What we see right now is a huge, let me see, coming in, it's blasting off at around 62 cents, running up to about 80, almost 88 cents, almost 89, 90 cents. Retracing right now to 77. Let's actually, and of course, you're above all major moving averages with this. Let's use our fib retracement. And what we'll do is just pull this from swing low to swing high. We see right now that we are right up below the 236, right below the 236. Your 618 comes in at 60 cents, 382 at 71 cents. Your 50% is at 65 cents. Your 236 is at 78.07. Right now, you're at 77.14. And it does seem like you're having a bit of a sell-off. Let's see. So you want to get back up above the 78. Oh, let me see. What is this? There we go. To get back in the rear, what you're going to have to do is get back above the 236, which comes in at 77.94. Right now, you're at 76.71. And I understand this is not any type of financial advice in shape or form. This is just me utilizing tools and looking at a couple of numbers. So now what we're looking at here is the 236 coming in at 77. Your 618 comes in at 83 cents. So if you were to pop back up, and the 21-day exponential coming in coinciding with the 382 at around 80 cents. So right now you're below the 236. You'd have to pop up above that 236 once again at 77.94. The 382 coming in at 80.09. The 50 coming in at 81.83, and the 618 coming in at 83.57. Anything above 83.57, I can see extension back up towards 89 cent, 90 cent, and then beyond. Now looking at this on a 3-day and bringing things back, as Kava has been out for a while. What we're looking at now, because in the beginning, Kava was trading in anywhere between 85 and maybe $1.25 when it first came out. It's consolidating to the side. Since the drop, it went from $1.36 back down to 31 cents. As of right now, the 21-day on the 3-day is coinciding with the 236 around 56 cents. It is giving you that wraparound, and you are being rejected as of right now almost clearly by the 55-day exponential moving average. 55-day coming in at 76.80. The 21 coming in at 55.57. Almost perfectly coming in and chopping the head off where we're getting smoked and basically sold down to right now for anyone that can see the screen. That's almost perfectly. So look for support at least to be hold right here at the 71 cent area. Consolidate above there. Start opening and closing some 3 days above that level. Let's see. Let's look at a 12-hour. Okay, and that gives us a clearer picture. We are having a sell-off right now. And it could easily sell off right back down. Like I said, I want to see the 382 hold, which will actually be you retesting the previous support levels between 1200 hour. What was that? May 21st. What was that? About 3 days. About 3 days it held that as resistance. Let's see that retest here as support, and then look for a continued rally. If we break the 382 and start opening and closing 12-hour candlesticks below 71 cent, you can definitely see yourself come back to anywhere around 63 and below that 55, 56 cents. Possibly. Once again, this is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. Just bringing you the information as I see it. I do hope that those articles were helpful in what is going on right now with the whole BNB and Kava. with the minting and the, proposed 118% returns that individuals may have been seeing on the IG page. Stay tuned for updated news, not just on Kava and BNB, but XDAI Stake. I haven't brought it yet, but I will be doing a review on Rocket Pool. There's a couple of other new platforms that are coming out, new technologies, and I want to introduce the family to those as well. Once again, I hope that this was helpful. Stay tuned until the next video, until the next podcast. Y'all already know what time it is. It's the Bitcoin Block Bully. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. I am out of here.